March 29th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I've got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime, we're going to talk about drugs, and we're going to talk about bikers tonight. And we're going to talk about locations, how they deal the drugs. We're going to talk about this 7-Eleven up here again. We're going to talk about how some of them are using, some of the bikers are using some of the homeless people to move some of this stuff. Because see, this way, it's real hard to get the head guys. But they're the ones that are moving some of this stuff are not driving those, $50,000 or $100,000 Harleys on some of them. It costs a lot of money to keep those Harleys running too. And I just find this really interesting. So I'm just going to show you from today, this morning. Now, this morning, it was just another day here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri, and Paradise. Because as soon as we started out of the driveway here, down here at the recovery place, there was already guess what? A fire truck down there. So what would warn you to that again? I mean, I'm sure some of them get high, some of them OD, who knows what, but they're always, it just keeps on flowing. And then I get up here by Big Boys, and there's a black guy with a backpack, and he's got a cane, he's got a basketball. But see, you got to understand something. They're running back behind like Big Boys. They're crossing over on their territory. And then they go back behind O'Reilly's and those other places, and they're living back up in there. And then the bikers, some of them, not all of them, because there's a lot of good bikers. I knew a lot of good bikers, not bad bikers. But C40 Highway is a drug hub out here. They do bring in cocaine. They do bring in guns. And the FBI should know that. Maybe this new guy that's working for the FBI, maybe he needs to kind of start looking a little bit more about Kansas City here. Because there's a lot. We could even talk about Lake Lotawana. And there's some good old drug dealers out there too. But let's just go from there. And we're going to show today real quick. I got up here, this guy, he was coming back. And what other thing real quick? There's some cars that said there used to be a doctor's office that's back behind, like where Big Boys is. And I've noticed that some of these vehicles actually park, and they'll deal the drugs at any hours. They'll park either in Big Boy's parking lot, or they'll park on the other side in that parking lot. Now, this isn't rocket scientists. I mean, it ain't going to take a rocket scientist to figure this out. They just don't want to stop it. It could be stopped. And then there was a whole bunch. I made another trip. Oh, God. And then there was a whole bunch of bikers off to the left at 7-Eleven. Nothing wrong with bikers. But one of them was over in the grass, and I couldn't tell. Well, actually, I couldn't tell if it was exactly a biker. It looked like a biker. But it looked like, I don't know if he was taking a leak out in the middle of everywhere, or if he had dropped, Another thing about these people, they get high. Some of them get high. And they drop their pills on the ground, And then they can't find their stuff, Like I said, I worked for about a year down here off by the VA at this insulation place. It was called Supreme Insulation. And one day I seen these two guys I was working with. They were in the dumpster, digging through the dumpster. And it was like, what are you guys doing? Well, they said, I dropped my cigarette pack in there. And I said, well, why your cigarette pack? He said, well, yeah, I had a few pills inside my cigarette pack. We're trying to find it. And at that time, these guys, what they were doing speed. And I thought, oh man, I'm working Kansas City. Boy, this is a winning place here. It's been like that for many, many years, and it's bad. But we're going to go ahead and show this a little bit. I want to get on with this because I only had about 15 minutes here, and I'm going to show a real quick deal. I'm going to show this black guy that was walking back behind from where Big Boys is, and I'm thinking, God, you know, when I was a little kid, my parents used to take me up to Big Boys. I'd hate to think that they'd have those druggies and homeless crawling in through Big Boys at that place. This guy, he had a, I don't know, he had a white like shirt and a cane, and he had a basketball this time. It just, you know, maybe the white shirt's like a message, like I'm here or something. I don't know, you know. And then I'll show these bikers off to the other side here, and I'm thinking, man, you know, something needs to be done. And then actually, I was up here off 291, all the way up by 24 Highway, and there was a biker that was sitting alongside the road. I don't know if I can find it. I'll try to find it too, guys. And sometimes they'll set these bikes in certain locations to deal the drugs, and they meet up in one location. It don't matter if it's off the ramps. It don't matter. I've talked about this before off like 435 and 23rd. And tonight there was actually a police vehicle that was sitting over in that service station watching tonight again, which is good. Keeping all that bad stuff out. That's a good thing, you know. But hold on. Okay, guys, this will be our 2-for-1 today here, and I'm going to try to hurry this along. I've already talked for 6 minutes. So, you see this vehicle over here. Now, I don't know if this is maybe somebody working at Big Boys. Maybe it's somebody over at this other building. I don't know. But this guy, this is a black guy. The one's got the cane, got the backpack. He's walking down through here. And I'm going to back this all the way up so you kind of see him walking down through there. Then he turns around, he's going back. Now, I can't tell for sure over here. There was another gentleman over here. Now, I don't know if this, I cannot say about this guy. This guy might be somebody, an employee that works over here. But also, it is notorious for where they deal the drugs. And you know, here we go. So we got one guy across the way from the other guy. And, you know, this just looks really not good. So I'm coming down through here. And let's just show that. But real quick, too, I'll show this, too. These are the bikers later on when I went by. And look at this guy. This one over here. Looks like he's looking down, zombified. And like I said, I couldn't tell if he was taking a leak or if he's looking for something that they dropped. But, you know, and what would worry me this? Okay, say these guys, okay, see where this truck is? There's an air machine. Now, they sure don't look like they're airing their tires up on their bikes. That would be a legit deal now, wouldn't it? But they're over here, and their bikes are all facing this way. Now, what would be the point of that? And like I say, this is the area that they deal the drugs in. Here at 7-Eleven here in Independence, off 40 Highway in Chrysler. That's why over on my street, there's so many cars going up and down all night long, and they're still doing it. We had just a little bit ago, had a whole fleet of them again between the bikers and the other cars. And, you know, they go up to Blueview. They go on up the street. They go up into Raytown, some of them. And not good. And but let's get on with this real quick. Let me move this out of the way so I can get to my controller. And I want you guys to see this. Let's see, I'm going to do this. Let's see here. So let's just get started here. I got a little bit slow-mo here. Now, why would that guy turn around, for one thing? Nobody honked. Nobody did anything. He looks like a good, upstanding citizen there, too, doesn't he? Now, you know, I leave the house. This is what I see every day here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. It ain't like I'm driving around 100 times to see these people. I had several places I had to go today. One time when we went up off 24 Highway. We had to go up to a couple places up there, and then we ate at McDonald's. Then we came back, and we had to go to another couple places. It's just amazing how much of this is going on and how thick it is here. No matter if it's up at Gordman's, no matter if it's Toys R Us area. And it's a continuous deal. So I wanted to show that. I'm going to do this one more time so you guys can see it through. And like I say, this car, I don't know if it's somebody that works at Big Boys. I don't know if it's something else. But I have seen them when we come back from the casino late at night from 10 o'clock to midnight or whatever, when we're coming back this way, I'll guarantee you I see them coming over here to some of these cars. And I know Big Boys ain't open at midnight. No way. And and stuff like that. Like I say, I don't know about this car, but this guy here, like I say, you can see. I don't get it. Don't know. So hold on. All right, guys. So I'm coming back off 24, coming back 291. Let's just check this out real quick. I can see the biker. It's way up here. He's off to the side. And he's pulled his vehicle off. And the motorcycle's okay. What's he sitting there doing? You're going to see him here in a minute. And I'm just thinking, man, I don't know. Actually, I dated a gal that was, her name was Rachel way back. Who lived back over in this area. But see, now, before that, you didn't even have it running. You just had it sitting there. You see that right there. And I just found this kind of strange. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to pull off, why would you pull off there? I mean, you could pull off to the other side. To me, it'd be a little bit safer. But even so, why not just go on through the light and pull off where that is? I don't know. That just looked, but he was just sitting there. Now, as soon as we start on 3, starts that baby back up. You're going to see that light come on. Tail light. Right there. You want to watch for this. Because, also I've shown these guys too. I even have one that halfway broke my side mirror off. Like I say, not good. And, be a terrible thing if they got, underneath the wheels of a car. Because I tell you, some of these are bad individuals, and they're not good. And like I say, not all bikers are bad. There's a lot of good bikers out there. But they make it bad for everybody else, the ones doing this stuff. And the other ones, that's the ones that need to get off, be taken down. Ones that are dealing the drugs and stuff. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. Let's see if I can go to the next clip here, see if it comes up. Let me see what this guy... hold on just a second. Just turn the speed down all the way and it won't go that quickly. Let's see if we can get a better view of this guy. All right, there it is right there. So, I don't know. And then, man, he went on flying down the road. Passed us later. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. I don't know. But, like I say, they do set in areas. And I wanted to show this, too, because, I mean, maybe a guy just, maybe it just quit and he had to sit there. But then maybe not. And to me, I mean, that's what some of these police should be questioning. If when they see this stuff like this, well, I mean, that's why we pay taxes. They are supposed to, if a car breaks down or something, check, do you need a tow truck? Do you need assistance? I mean, that's why we pay our taxes. That's what it's supposed to go for too. But because you never know what else they might run into. That's what keeps all the riffraff down and stuff. So hold on. So who knows what this deal was? I mean, maybe they just was watching the guy take a leak over here or whatever he dropped. I don't know. But you can see his hands down, his head's down, he's looking down, I don't know what's going on. And this area, like I say, well, this area is right here, like I say, at the 7-Eleven. They're always dealing stuff. So hold on. All right, guys, we'll wrap her up. Just another quick video here. And want to keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.